Look at this mess. This is a mess. There's pots and pans all over the place here, and these, what is that, pasta? And some sort of eggy thing spilt all over the place. How many dishes are there? Too many dishes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, 7 maybe. Yuck! Look at that. Hasn't been cleaned up. Can't be cleaned while you're cooking, you see? No good. Yeah, g'day. Well, I'm going to go over an old video I made pretty close. This was a pretty close-up video, but it's following the friss, the fats, raws, hard, soft seasonings. Well, there you go, the fats, raws, hard, soft seasonings, and I just told you how to do it. And I put some fat in first of all. Geez, slow down, bro. Put some fat in the pan, hot pan, and that's tallow, which is beef fat. Obviously, that's what tallow is. And then I put in some nice hot pan, bit of steak, just chucked it in there. And now I'm putting in some more raws. That was the onions, and I chucked the onions in. And following the principles, now it goes in the softs. If I don't have any more raws, we could argue the almonds are hards, and I will, but that's little cranberries there that I went in there before, so they were softs as well. This is chili powder, if you don't know, and you know, it seems like I've disobeyed my own ruling there and putting chili powder on early, but you know, there aren't really any rules. These are guidelines, and you know, sue me. So here goes some more softs, and that's geez, what is that? Cilantro going in there, and tomato. Cilantro and tomato. Great. Now, just wiping my knife more than once, it seems. Got to really get that sucker clean, but I'm utilising the knife for everything. Whoa, bite! Okay, this is some garlic. This is my seasoning I'm going to put on. Get a new lid. But that's been steaming beautifully. Look at that. It looks really good. Still got a lot of colour in there. Nothing's overly steamed. And what I'm doing now is just going to check how well it's the heat's gone right through. Now you can see the fat on the side is, and it's a bit sticky. That's good. The fat on the side is nice, and that looks great. That looks great. That's nice and cooked. But what on the other side you saw, which I didn't get around to explaining, was the juice, the red juice that was on top of the steak, and that's the key. A little bit of red juice on top means the heat's come right through, and the heat is rising through the meat and has lifted up the moisture to the top of the steak, which, because I go for a sort of a medium steak, which is a bit red in the middle. What am I explaining here? I'm saying stop, don't touch, just let it rise. Am I saying that? I'm waving my fingers and I'm jiggling them. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. I think I was saying just let it go, just let it stay there and let it rise. Yeah, alright, I think we get the picture. And here's a little image of the steak and the beautifulness of the whole thing, just cooking away. And it's still looking beautiful. And moist, you know, it's looking moist, and you can see the bit of the moisture actually coming to the surface there in the bottom of the screen there. So it's probably ready. And yes, it is ready. So I've taken it off now, and I'm going to let it rest on the plate. Resting is really important while I scrape off the rest of the goodness. Resting is just allowing the heat to permeate through the whole steak evenly and have nice even temperature through the steak. Now that's ready to eat. While it's ready to eat, what did I decide? I decided that I'd forgotten my topping, which is my seasoning, which I'm calling my raw garlic. And I love raw garlic on there as a seasoning because it's just got this bite to it that I think in my family I'm the only one who can appreciate. Certainly afterwards anyway, it's got a little bit of a garlicky smell on it, but you know, it's well worth it in my opinion. Okay, so now I'm just going to clean up. While it's waiting and just resting, the steak's resting, because we don't want to eat in it straight away, bit of a wipe up. Wipe up the old hot plate, yeah, hot plate, just on the surrounds there. I haven't put anything on fast forward. Now I've got the pan to clean. So here we go, don't clean the pan. Hot water on the hot pan. Just using hot water on hot pan. Don't have to put any detergent in it, that just adds chemicals to the whole thing. We don't like that. There you go, that's clean now. And now I'm going to clean, but I am going to use detergent on the board and the knife because they don't get subjected to heat and to kill any microbes, any bugs that might be growing on it. The cool thing about the pan is it gets a bit of heat on it, and that certainly does kill anything that may be on there, which is usually very minimal and gets killed very easily. Now the pan's still hot. I turned it off ages ago, but while I wash the pan,
she's steaming.
What are those called? The element's still hot, so I'll put that on there. That's going to dry that. But I forgot about the old bright thing. So that's my cover, that's my steamer. So the same thing, I'm actually just doing hot water because it's just steam getting on there. There's a little bit of meat or something you might want to scrub it a bit harder or something. But as long as it disappears, get rid of the any bits on it. That's good to go. That's going to go back on top of the pan while that residual heat's there, and that's enough to just dry it all out. And here you go. Here's my finalised beautiful meal. And thank you.